Happy Friday. I'm just cruising back from work, crossing the prairies. We did a couple client interviews today, which is kind of fun. They wouldn't come to focus group, so I had to go to them directly. But looks like it's going to be another prairie weekend storm. You heard about the tornadoes earlier this week here in, I think it was Tabor and just outside of Red Deer. Anyways, things aren't looking good for Edmonton. Probably not looking good for Calgary either this weekend. I want to tell you, yesterday I was at YES, which is the Youth Emergency Shelter Society. They've changed their name to the Youth Employment and Support Services. But I went there and I did a little bit of a lecture. It was pretty fun. There was only 4 youth there, which is okay because it was bright and sunny out. So I suppose when it's bright and sunny out and the youth who don't go to school, who are homeless, they have better things to do than be indoors playing pool or whatever it is they do. But I did this thing and it was pretty fun. And we got into this discussion about how way back when, and I've used this in my creativity lectures in the past, but there was a group of people in Lithuania or Romania, can't remember, and there was a plague, and they couldn't tell if the people were alive or dead. Of course, it was a long time ago before medicine, and of course the youth, they asked me, they're like, well, why don't they just feel for a pulse? Well, I don't know why they did. The point is that there's a plague, it made them all look like they were dead, but sometimes they were still alive, so when they bury them, they were actually burying alive people instead of burying just dead people, and they couldn't tell. And so they decided a couple of things. The first one was that they would put a tube in the ground and some food in the coffin, so just in case somebody was dead, or wasn't dead, they could eat and, I don't know, yell up the tube or blow or something like that so someone would know they were alive. The alternative mentioned, of course, and the one that I actually went with, because it was so expensive and somewhat cumbersome to put a tube all the way down in the ground and food in a coffin, because what a waste if they were actually dead, was to build stakes into the coffin, so when they closed the coffin, the stake would go and actually ensure that the person was dead instead of them not knowing. So basically everybody who wasn't dead, that looked dead, who was the living dead, were then killed with a stake built into the coffin. Now, if you put all that together, you get the creation of the vampire stories. The living dead, in coffins yet alive, and a stake through the heart is how you kill them. And I thought that was most interesting theory as to where, and I didn't come up with that necessarily, it was a discussion with these youth, but that's maybe where it came from. And I thought that was worth sharing because it's a true story and it sounds like it would be the start of vampire stories. Okay, this is our consumer beware segment because in all honesty, we as consumers need to beware. And I, as the marketing guy and a person with fairly strong feelings about almost everything, think that you, the consumer, should beware. Consider this: Vaseline Intensive Care for dry skin. Conditioning body lotion with vitamin A and E, $2.99. Moisturizes, does the trick. Feels good, soaks in, keeps it lasting for a long time. Good value. This Body Shop lotion, $14.99, maybe $12.99 on sale. It has moisturizing, helps protect the skin, keeps it firmer, and some vitamins added. 100 milliliters. That means for 100 milliliters at well, let's take the sale price, $19.99. That means every milliliter, is like 12 cents. Every time you put a few drops on your, 12 cents. 325 for $2.99. 100 from the Body Shop. Buyer beware, you do the math. Okay, in closing, I just want to say your intro is great. I'm going to start using it. It's not on this video because I don't have it available and I want to do this whole video in the car. I have a thing, I guess, for videos and driving things recently. But that's the way it is. So I'll put it next time. It's fabulous. I used it once. I think it's a great idea. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you later, brother.